What's up? What's going on? Today, I'm back, and, guess what? Guess what? We're back, and I'm ready to tackle whatever the world throws at me. Oh my god. I'm gonna drag you from heaven to hell, alright? This is gonna be worse than your parents' divorce hearing. So you better heed my word. We're about to go crazy in here. Today, I'm just gonna keep it simple with you. No more jumping into the screen. No more destroying the floor under me. No more Jamaican patois slang for the time being. And by that, I just mean this video. Right, I still want to keep you on your toes for the future. But who knows? I can't always be there just overstimulating your little Gen Alpha brains in there. You still gotta learn, you still gotta grow, alright? You still gotta get beaten by your parents, alright? You haven't lived shit yet. And speaking of living, today I'm gonna talk about something that takes away from living and puts too much monetary value into your fucking life and shows how overabsorbed and overconsumed you are by the constant desire and need for new, more over-the-top entertainment. What I'm about to talk about completely encapsulates the reason why you are feeling so overstimulated and you don't even have any sort of disorders. You don't have Down syndrome. Unless you do, then in this case, subscribe, because Saucy Menon loves Down syndrome. And you have Down syndrome, which means we're destined to be together. Add me to your inbox, cuh. Let me pull up to your fucking spot, aight? Today, I am talking about the epidemic that is known as challenge videos on the internet, especially challenge videos that have some sort of prize or reward at the end, alright? I'm attacking rewards, alright? Because I can't have fun and I can't win prizes, so that means no one else should, and neither should you. In challenge videos, I don't care how many monkeys you can juggle, how long you can survive in a metal cage in the ocean surrounded by sharks, or if you could sit in a circle for a week and have your own thumb up your ass. I don't care. All of those videos, mainly that were started by Mr. Beast sometimes, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, because I can see why they're so popular, because Jimmy Donaldson is gonna sit there and he's gonna make a bunch of money, and he's gonna get a bunch of sponsors, like big old bald Jefe Bezos from Amazon, and any other rocket manufacturer to sit there and give him money, and give him sponsorship money, and essentially give him Lamborghinis that someone will win, or a group of his friends will win if he sits there and he performs a show and he makes a spectacle that no one else has yet to achieve in reality television, like real life Squid Game. That's a recent example of him doing some crazy shit. And other challenge fucking YouTubers are the same sort of way, right? They get big sponsorship money, especially now more than ever, to sit there and just have some innocent fun, which I can sit there and actually respect and get behind. But the problem that a lot of people don't fucking see with challenge videos is that, sure, they may be a little entertaining, sure, they're incredibly good at piquing your curiosity, even with the most simple, basic of shit, which I can really appreciate and understand, and that's why the fucking algorithm has loved them for the past half decade now. But what so many people fail to talk about is how these fucking challenges are just sort of dumb, right? You really sit there and you think about it just from like a third person perspective. Like think about you as another person walking in to yourself watching YouTube in bed, all right? It's time to fucking Judge Judy yourself. You gotta sit there and you gotta take onus. Is if you look at yourself and you realize, what the fuck am I watching? You'll sit there and you'll realize how these challenges are so minuscule and minute that I could sit there and just be like a philosopher about this motherfucker and say, does it even really matter? Should I even really care? And the answer is probably no. The answer is I'm probably bitching too much. But you know what? This show is about bitching, and I'm sick of Mr. Breast capitalizing all of YouTube and turning it all into a monetary algorithm chasing, hunting game where everyone has to sit there and follow the latest trend that either he sets or his fucking advertisers and sponsors set, while we have to sit there and we just get our creativity slowly drained. And not in like a sexy strip club way where Shotty's just, you know, gagging on the D, as they would say in various parts of Baltimore, maybe, probably. You know, shout out Baltimore once again. Talk about a throwback. I know. I call it a throwback because at this point, with how fast TikTok and now fucking YouTube Shorts moves, like 3 months ago is a throwback. All right, you talk about something 3 months ago, and people are gonna look at you and they're gonna say, ugh, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck out of this office, dude. You should fucking retire. You just referenced a meme from 6 months ago? What the? That's how people are gonna react, all right? I reacted viscerally. I'm sure you almost vomited on the back of your screen too. Or you may have vomited all over your poor family if you're watching this in a public place or a gathering or at, God forbid, a family dinner. I don't know why the fuck you'd be watching this at a family dinner, but if your whole family's watching right now, I want to sit there and say hi. I'm gonna challenge all of you to sit there and get divorced with each other. Everyone should get emancipated, and we're gonna put them into a survival circle challenge on the former big financier guy, wink wink, I'm not gonna say his name, we're gonna put everyone on his island, and then we're gonna resurrect him, and then you gotta survive Jeffrey. And I'm not talking Young Thug. Alright, you're gonna get charged with a lot more than Rico if you lose this challenge. Let's talk about a real-life Squid Game. I'd rather you ship me off to Korea and I play Doko Mako Chi Pia Simida rather than you have to face fucking Diddy and the R. Kelly squad, okay? I'm just a motherfucker who watched Survivor and Total Drama when I was younger, alright? That goth chick with the fucking thin hips, everyone's going crazy about her on the gram, but I was on that kind of type timing at least 10 years ago, alright? You don't know me, shun. But anyways, all that I mean to sit there and say is we should sit there and take the monetization out of challenges, alright? Human challenge and human perseverance should just be about the love of the game, alright? It shouldn't be about making fat stacks, alright? We should sit there and we should go back to trapping, and we should do Trap Olympics if the goal is fat stacks, alright? I don't want to sit there and keep my hand on a Lamborghini for 72 hours to try and win it. That's bullshit. And see, those challenge videos aren't even the worst part of it all. The worst part of it all easily has to be the inspiration that sometimes comes from those challenge videos where you just get like dumb TikTok challenges. Like, remember a couple years ago when people started like climbing up on fucking like milk boxes and then someone fucking fell and flipped and broke their neck and now they're either in like a wheelchair or they're dead? I don't know. I'll put like a little fact check up in here and you can read, hopefully, so don't do that is what I'm trying to say. Don't follow in, you know, that person's footsteps, alright? Don't be the same bad actor they were, alright? Look, it's all fun and games and that sounds like a hella jolly time to just put your fucking life on the line, but people's lives get lost. But I guess the profession of trapping does that to you too. And if we're gonna put on these Trapaholic Olympics, you know, there's gonna be some bloodshed. I'm gonna challenge you to live fucking real life, alright? Don't sit there and escape from reality. Face your own problems, alright? If you're poor, beat up the government. If you're fucking poor, I want you to go to the social worker's office and I want you to fucking Hadouken them. I want you to Falcon punch them and fucking high knee kick them like this is a Tekken 7 takedown. In the meantime, as always, I'm out of here. I'm gone. I got more liquor to drink. I got more pussy to slay. The voices are calling me somewhere else. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. Ugh. Ugh.